Sankranti to all of you. Today first news is no clarity on tomorrow's talks a day after Supreme Court stay on farm laws. Protesters burns copies of the contentious legislation during Lohri celebration. Feeding the fire. Farmers burning copies of the farm laws during Lohri celebrations at Singhu border. The news is all the news is from the Hindu. As thousands of protesting farmers burned copies of the three contentious farm reform laws to make the festival of Lohri, the central government was yet to decide whether to hold its next round of negotiations with farmers unions on Jan 15th. Farmers completed 50 days of continuous protest on the borders of Delhi on Wednesday. They have been demanding the repeal of the three laws as well as legal guarantee that all farm produce would be sold at minimum support prices. So far, 8 rounds of talks have failed to resolve the crisis. This is from Telangana, Hyderabad. Dial 104 in case of adverse effects post vaccination. If you have any adverse effects after taking the vaccination, you can call 104 to report that. Health Department receives 20,000 doses of Covaxin from Serum Institute of India. COVID-19 vaccine beneficiaries developing adverse reactions after going home following the immunization can dial 104. The Health Department has identified hospitals where the adverse events following immunization cases will be attended. Information about the hospitals will be provided to the caller. Okay. Third news. First case registered under anticlose slaughter ordinance. This is from Karnataka that after the anti-close slaughter ordinance, the first case registered. The Sringeri police have been registered a case against the driver cum owner of a canter truck on charges of transporting cattle with no safety measures under the new ordinance promulgated by the state government banning cow slaughter. This is said to be the first case in the state after the Karnataka Prevention of Slaughter and Prevention of Cattle Ordinance 2020 was promulgated. Abid Ali was allegedly transporting 12 to 15 head of cattle in his truck from Rahanebennur to Mangalore. He was beaten up by a group of unknown people near Tanikodu in Sirigani Taluk in early hours of January 8. The attackers beat him up severely and took away his cash. As the incident came to the notice of the Srinagar police, they reached the spot and registered a suo motu case against Abid Ali. Document. Abid Ali claimed that he had all necessary documents to show that he was transporting cattle with permits is issued by the RMC yard officials and a certificate issued by a veterinarian in Ranbennur. I was told the cattle were being taken from agriculture purpose, not to a slaughterhouse. I had the documents to show that nothing was illegal in transporting them, Abid Ali said. News 4. CCS approves 83 Tejas fighters for Air Force. Rupees 47,000 crore deal a game changer, says Rajnath Singh. 47,000 crore. The Mk1A aircraft will have several modifications over the Mk1 variant. In the biggest indigenous defense deal, the Cabinet Committee on Security on Wednesday approved the manufacture of 83 Tejas light combat aircraft by HAL for the Indian Air Force at the cost of 47,000 crore. The cabinet met under the chairmanship of Prime Minister in New Delhi on Jan 13 and has approved procurement of 73 LCA Tejas Mk1A fighter aircraft and 10 LCA Tejas Mk1 trainer aircraft at the cost of 45,696 crore, along the design and development of infrastructure sanctions worth 1,202 crores, the Defence Ministry said in a statement. News 5th. Polio immunization drive postponed. Health Ministry sends note to states. The Union Health Ministry has postponed the polio immunization drive scheduled from Jan 17 till further notice, citing unforeseen activities. While the COVID-19 vaccination starts on Jan 16, the National Immunization Day, commonly known as Pulse Polio Immunization Program, was scheduled for January 17 across India. The January 9th notice is issued by the Immunization Division says this is to inform that due to unforeseen activities it is decided to postpone the scheduled Polio National Immunization Day run from Jan 17, 2020 until further notice. The letter has been issued to the Principal Secretary in the Health Department of all states among other top officials. Next, BSF unearths tunnel in Jammu. The 150-meter long tunnel's direction is towards the international border. Security officers near an opening of 150-meter tunnel below the international border in Jammu and Kashmir. The border security force on Wednesday unearthed a 30-foot deep and 150-meter long cross-border tunnel in Samba district in Jammu, the third such tunnel since last November. On a specific intelligence input, the BSF troops detected a tunnel in the Bobia area in Samba sector. The tunnel has an opening of about 2 to 3 feet and is about 20 to 30 feet deep. The direction of the tunnel is towards the international border, which is about 150 meters long from the point of incident, a BSF spokesman said in the statement. Next, 57 killed in deadliest Israeli strikes on Syria in years. Israeli airstrikes on East Syria killed 57 regime forces and allied Iran-backed fighters in the deadliest strikes since the start of the conflict, a war monitoring group said on Wednesday. Till now, 57 killed in deadliest Israeli airstrikes in Syria. US makes negative COVID-19 test mandatory for all arrivals. The US on Tuesday announced all air travelers entering the country will need a negative COVID-19 test before departure, as concerns grow over more contagious coronavirus variants. The policy takes effect on Jan 26 and expands an existing measure targeting Britain, where the strain known as B117 has been tied to drastic spike in cases. Infosys profit climbs 16.6%, Wipro jumps 20.8%. IT majors upbeat on demand outlook, with former lifting full-year revenue forecast, later saying bullish on growth. COO Pravin Rao says the company will have to wait and watch on real estate rationalization. Infosys Limited on Wednesday reported third quarter net profit climbed 16.6% to 5,197 crore, buoyed by large deal wins and gathering demand for enabling digital transformation. The upbeat outlook also spurred the country's second-largest information technology service provider to raise its revenue guidance for the year ending in March for the second straight quarter. And smaller rival Wipro Limited reported third quarter profit jumped to 20.8% to rupees 2,968 crore, boosted by the strongest sequential IT service revenue growth in 36 quarters of 3.9%. Chief Executive Officer Thierry Delaporte said the company was bullish on revenue growth, adding that demand environment is steadily improving, especially for digital transformation, digital operations, and cloud services. This is the last news for the today. We will meet you in tomorrow news and current affairs. Thank you very much. Please comment, like, and subscribe.